Hi, you guys. Welcome back. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and in this video, I have another story of my dad giving me signs from the other side. And as you know, I love sharing these experiences with you guys because it actually shows you just how easy it can be to receive signs from your team of light on the other side. So stay tuned. As many of you already know, on January 13th of 2020, my dad passed away at the young age of 68. And it was pretty much unexpected. So it was very shocking to me and my family. And so in order to kind of cope with the loss of my dad, I have decided to begin communicating with him through signs that I can ask him to send to me from the other side. So I also made another video recently that is called Signs from My Dad on the Other Side. And I'll be sure to put a link for that video up above in case you're interested and you have not seen that video yet. But in that video, I explained that my dad actually sent signs to my husband and to me the day of his funeral. So that video was just like obviously the start of something that is going to continue on for the rest of my life. So today I received another sign from my dad after asking for the sign. So in this video, I just wanted to tell you the story of another sign that I received from my dad on the other side. Earlier today, while I was at work, I actually asked for and received another sign from my dad. So if you have lost a loved one, you know that some days go by and you're completely fine and everything just kind of carries on. But then there are those days where you just miss them and you think about them more than normal on those particular days and just kind of reminisce, if you're anything like me. So I was having one of those days where I was just thinking about my dad a lot and missing him. And I didn't really realize why. I didn't understand why, but maybe it's because he wanted to communicate with me. So anyway, when I was at work, I like to listen to music and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll go onto YouTube and listen to some music or listen to podcasts and things like that as I do my work. So I had my earbuds in and I was feeling pretty sad. So I just kind of stopped what I was doing and I said, Dad, you have to send me a sign today because I am missing you so much. So it's almost like saying a prayer to your deceased loved one. So I asked my dad to send a sign. But then I realized we haven't really established what our sign together should be. So as I was still listening to the music, like on YouTube, I was saying this prayer to my dad, asking him to send a sign, and then realized, well, I need to tell him what sign to send so that I know when I will receive this sign. And the other day, my daughter and I were trying to get the pictures off of my dad's phone and put them onto my computer so that we would still have them. And that is when I noticed that my dad actually took some pictures of rainbows, and he had done it a couple of different times. And it was something that I didn't know that he did, like take a picture of a rainbow, but it's also something that I do. So I realized that is something that we have in common, that if we see a rainbow, we decide to take a picture of it. So that's when I realized that can be my sign for my dad. And so I asked my dad to send me a rainbow or some kind of rainbow, just as a sign that he's still with me and, that the connection is still there. And just then, the video ends and it goes on to the next video on autoplay. And the next video is a chakra healing music, some type of chakra healing music. And when the video started, it was on red for the root chakra. And after a little bit of time on red, it went to orange, and then yellow, and green, and blue, and indigo, and violet, corresponding with each of the 7 major chakras. And those 7 chakras with those 7 colors were the colors of the rainbow. And that was the next thing that played on my autoplay. So, I know that to some of you, you might think, okay, well, how is that a sign? But to me, it was definitely a sign, because I had just got done asking my dad to send me a rainbow. And he didn't only send me all of the colors of the rainbow literally on the next video that played, but he was allowing me to also listen to this healing chakra music, as well as just kind of bask in each of the colors. So it wasn't just kind of like a flash in the pan. So I really actually enjoyed that sign from him, and of course it was definitely confirmation that the connection is still there between our souls, and that my dad is still listening and he can still communicate with me even now after more time has passed. So of course, as usual, I kind of have a lesson in my stories that I share with you, and that is that if you have someone that you love that has passed away, just remember that you can still communicate with them. You can still share your love with them, and they can still give you that love in return if you are open and receptive to the signs. And I know that you think that sometimes some people think that they cannot connect in that way. But if you think about it, it's kind of like when you get a new car or a friend gets a new car, and all of a sudden you start seeing that style of car everywhere, but you never saw that car before. That is because you are now open and receptive to seeing that car, because now it has entered your awareness. The same is true for signs from the other side. You will easily find the signs because you are the one who puts that sign into your own consciousness. I am the one who asked my dad to send me the rainbow. And then my dad reciprocated and showed me that he was listening and communicating back to me by sending me the chakra healing music video, going through each color of the rainbow. So I really do hope that this story helps some of you out there, or at least just helps you to understand how to communicate in this way. Now, it doesn't only have to be loved ones who have passed away. Just remember that. You can ask for signs from God or the universe. You can ask for signs from angels or your guardian angel or your spirit guides. It doesn't matter what part of your team of light that you are speaking with or communicating with. But as long as you ask for and believe that you will receive the signs, then just be open and receptive to actually seeing them and receiving them. Then you will have this open line of communication that you will be able to develop more and more throughout your life. If this video has helped you in any way, or even just entertained you for a short time, be sure to click that like button. And also, of course, if you are a viewer and not yet a subscriber, I'm inviting you now to click subscribe down below. Thank you all for spending your time with me. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.